Okay, are we live? Probably. Yes. Okay, guys, so I'm not sure I'm gonna have people because everybody is sleeping. It's already very late or very early in the morning in certain countries. I'm gonna have people because everybody is sleeping. It's already very late or very early in the morning. I can hear myself. I'm gonna have people because everybody is sleeping. It's already very late or very early in the morning. I can hear myself. Hello? I could hear myself, but it's okay. I fixed it. I think another window was open and said, man. So, anyways, guys, like I said, I'm not sure people are going to be watching because it's too late for a certain country. Wow. I have people already, more than 10 people. Wow. Wow. I didn't really believe that I will have people right now. I didn't feel like making a video because it takes a lot of time, to edit the video and post it is a lot of work. So I just wanted to go live and talk to people and see what they think about what's going on with people. Ice cold beverage. What's going on with you? It's cold. It's winter, brother. Winter, you need just some coffee. Wow, thank you for being here because I didn't really think I'm going to have people, but more than 15 people, almost 20 people. Wow. Man, like I said, I didn't want to make a video because it's going to take me time to edit and post it, and it could take me 2-3 hours. So I wanted just to go live and talk to people. And as you can tell, my lighting is not good, my studio not good. I'm just trying what I can because Twitter world is going crazy right now, And Steve, what are you doing outside this time? What time is it in your country? Okay, this is my brother from Malone, Octave. Good night. Good night. Good evening for me, my brother. From St. Lucia. Lucy. Yeah. Hello. So let me just say hi to people because this is a commitment. Because I didn't expect so many people in this live streaming, I wanted just to make a video live so I can post it, because I don't have time to edit a video right now. I'm so tired, been working the entire day. But it's going crazy. I went on Twitter and everybody was making videos. Goodbye to Frank Lampard. Thank you for the memories and it's time to go. The same usual suspect taking advantage of something probably that Simon Phillips said. Simon Phillips or Simon Johnson? I think Simon Johnson. And he said something on TalkSport and people jumped and said, yeah, finally, he's gone. But apparently that wasn't the case. The tape, was made like last week. And the timing is perfect because it's a hot topic now. If you make a news like that, people are going to believe you. I'm from London. Mr. HD. I'm going to just say Mr. HD because I can't read the whole thing. T-Boy, man, you want to come and talk to us? What's going on? What's going on in Minnesota or whatever? No, just no. If you want to come talk to us, bro, I don't know. I'm going to send a link right now. I didn't really know that I'm going to have people, to be honest with you. So everybody pretty much sleeping. Okay, so let's send the link to everybody and see if there are people who want to talk. It's too late for people to to talk there. So the link is there. If you want to come and talk to us, I will really appreciate that. Okay, so I have my brother from Kansas. Are you from Kansas, the state, or Kansas City? Okay. Mr. Barack official. Barack Obama in the house, everybody from Kansas. That's my boy. T-Boy is in the house. What do you have to say, my bro?
What up, Oaks?
I'm here, man. I was just surprised. After work, I went online and everybody, people celebrating already Frank Lampard departure. What do you think about it? Is that true?
I don't know, man. That I was pretty surprised too. I just opened Twitter and then boom, this is like the first thing I saw. I was like, wait, what? What's going on? I don't know, man. I really don't know. But I mean, it's obvious that Lampard is under pressure anyway, so we just have to hope for the best, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. So, it's gonna happen one day.
Yeah.
Sooner or later it's gonna happen, but I was just surprised. It was out of the blue and people talking about Simon Phillips or someone.
He's a reliable source, though, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the problem. But also, he's not the gospel. The end of the day,
yeah, that's true.
He's just like anybody else. Somebody can give him fake news, because normally they buy those kind of news, and it's a very, very easy topic right now to make. Frank Lampard is under pressure. He's not winning games, and he need to go. So anything that you can say.
He also said that he was basically repeating what they already said in like the article that they dropped after the Man City game. So basically, like, if he's saying the truth, then like nothing's really changed since that point. So I guess it's more of like a game by game basis, in my opinion, right now. Not too much a game by game basis, but like there's enough pressure on Lampard that he has to try and win the next few games, or at least like maybe 3 out of the next 4 games, so that things calm down.
Yeah. Wow. That man, I love Frank Lampard. I don't want him to go because I think that we need to give him until the end of the season. And I still blame the mentality of players. That's just me, man. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
You can,
So let me just ask: are you saying that like this is just hypothetical? So if we're in a position where it looks like top 4 is in like a real jeopardy, are you willing to let Lampard stay for the whole season, regardless if he finishes in the top 4 or not?
Yes, because I don't think you're gonna bring somebody and immediately make an impact. Who are you gonna bring right now to make an impact? That's the problem.
That's true. I mean, you could argue that if you say let him go, and this is just hypothetical, and then you bring in an interim manager, and the team has a lot of quality, right? So maybe you hope that the sheer talent and the quality in the team maybe takes care of itself. But also, again, there's a lot of maybe mentality issue in the team. There's a lot of young players and all that.
Yeah.
So, I don't really know, man.
Young can show some. I think those people, I mean, I don't know, people like Kova, and I don't think Timo Werner also have a strong mentality. It's just you have the talent, but in league you need some character. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I have my brother Harry also from New York City. So I have many. Hey, bro.
Hi, everyone.
We're doing good, man.
Okay.
Hi, mate.
Hi.
Yeah, what do you have to say? We have a breaking news online now. It's going crazy. Frank Lampard out. What do you think?
Can I quickly give my opinion on Frank Lampard?
Okay, let him finish.
What do you say?
So let me allow him to finish. Let him give his opinion first.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, Mr. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead. I'm not even using I. earphones or anything.
Good morning, everyone. It's morning in my country.
Yes, what do you have to say, Mr. Khan? Is that Mr. Khan talking? Or Mr.
No, it's me, anointed.
Anointed? Wow,
Yeah,
what a name, Mr. Anointed. We are blessed in this chat. In this live stream. We are blessed. Where are you from, brother? Nigeria?
I'm I'm from Nigeria.
Okay. Blessing to you too.
God bless you.
Okay, what do you
Uh,
have to say?
about the Frank Lampard issue, I think we should allow him to build his own team and give him some time because I
Okay.
still see some mentality and some good job in him. He's going to take Chelsea to the next level of everybody will be shocked. You will not even expect it because he's doing well now. I know in every time you have to, sometimes you have to make sure the hard times will come and the good times will also come. But I think he's facing the hard time now. People should let him do his job properly. He's the one managing the team, and everybody knows that. And we also see he's trying. It's not easy to talk to the players, bring some ideas from here and there every day. Although the team are trying because they have to tackle the winning mentality together to make sure that they come out success. I don't know why everybody is attacking him in different areas. I don't know why.
It's about the result, brother. This is result.
I know it is result. A tree cannot just make a forest, and you have to give him time to build his own players. He's trying.
Okay. Yeah, we hear you. T-Boy, what do you have to say? Would you sack Frank Lampard now if you think mathematically it's possible to make it football?
I have to be real, man. I don't really know, to be honest, but I mean, um, I have to be real. Overall, what I've seen from Lampard over the last 1.5 seasons, I don't think he's ready for the job. I think he has a lot of good strengths, good aspects to his management, coaching. But I just think overall he's not quite ready for the Chelsea job. So ideally, I hope he manages to fix things and then maybe keep Chelsea in the top 4 this season. And then during the summer, hopefully if he can keep Chelsea in the top 4, and I want him to part ways with the club and then go back, get some experience, and then maybe come back maybe in 5-10 years. But yeah, overall, I don't think he's quite ready for the Chelsea job.
Okay, can I jump in quickly here?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody is talking about Julian Nagelsmann, right? But
Yeah.
talking about the experience, do you think Nagelsmann got the experience to manage Chelsea? Because if we're gonna sack Frank Lampard for lack of experience, why go for another 31 years old baby in the business?
I mean, I'm not saying that I want him to be the next Chelsea manager, but if you're talking about experience, Nagelsmann has more experience than Lampard. He started managing at quite a young age. I think he's been managing for a little bit longer than Lampard, and he's also more proven. He took Leipzig to the Champions League semifinal. That's a pretty good feat, and he has them playing some really good football in the Bundesliga. So yeah, he's a little bit more experienced, but I don't know if he would be the ideal choice for Chelsea. To be fair.
Okay. What do you think, Mr. Harry?
Yeah, the issue of Frank Lampard, I believe they should give him time to the end of the season. Sacking him now will not do any good to the club. They should allow him to finish the season. I know Chelsea is too big for Frank Lampard, to be honest. Chelsea Football Club is a big club and is bigger than Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard is a good coach, but he doesn't have that management mentality. How to manage the players and how to give them confidence. He's still lacking that. Coaches like Klopp, Guardiola, they will go to the player and boost their morale. Tell them, hey, you have to do things this way. Lampard is lacking that kind of managerial aspect to be able to give them confidence. We have good players, but what is affecting us now is they lack confidence.
Okay.
If Timo Werner gets his confidence back, he'll be scoring goals. because he has the positioning, he has the skills, he knows where to be at the right time, and that's why you see him getting that chances in every matches. But he lacks the confidence to put the ball in the back of the net. So he needs a therapy that will guide him on how to boost his confidence. And Lampard doesn't have that in him.
But you can't say Lampard doesn't have that in him, because Lampard is a Champions League winner. He won multiple titles with Chelsea. So the fact that you're saying he can't provide confidence, I believe, is incorrect. The issue that we have with...
There's a difference between you having your own confidence and you impacting it into someone else.
Yes, but Lampard is a leader. He should be able to motivate his players. I agree with you, it's not happening at the moment. But my concern with Lampard is he is very one-directional. He doesn't make changes. He's set to his own way. He's doing the same thing, and it's very predictable. I could tell you from the last 5-6 matches what his lineup's going to be. He has great players. Timo Werner, he's a great player on paper, and in the past he's a great player. However, this Chelsea team, he's been playing on the out of position. He should be playing in the middle. Hudson-Odoi should be on the pitch. He's not being on the pitch. The issue is Lampard is not put in the right team. I'm not sure why or what's going on with the team, but the team selection is a problem. And with the fact that, people are saying Lampard in, Lampard out. Look at Arsenal, for example. Everyone was saying Arteta out. Now look at them. They're 3 points basically behind us. Or they probably narrow the gap even more. It's too early to say Lampard out. I agree with you. He is very inexperienced, but we knew that, as in the board knew that before they appointed him. They should not have got him in the first place if they thought he was inexperienced. If you give someone like Lampard into the team, you have to give him time. We had Mauricio Sarri, who he is inexperienced. Yeah, he did league, whatever, not Serie A. He was, Serie B for a while. He shot up. Why did we get rid of Mauricio Sarri when he won us a Europa League? When he actually did okay? Everyone is quick to complain about the managers, but this is the problem with Chelsea and Chelsea fans. We are very reactional. We want titles. We've been spoiled by Roman with the fact that having, titles after titles, trophies after trophies. We haven't experienced a drought. That's the issue that we have. Roman is a type of boss that will sack someone, replace someone, and give a new manager to win something. Yes, it's good short term, but the problem is it doesn't do anything for us in the long term.
Yeah.
This is the massive problem that we have in Chelsea. Sacking Lampard is a huge issue. Yes, he may not be the best coach now, but within a year or two, maybe he'll be better. And we need to give him literally 3-4 years. I'm not deluded like Arsenal fan TY or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But
can I hop in real quick?
Yeah, but the fact is we need to give him time, and we need to be persistent and give him the backing. And he needs to sort himself out and realize, you know what? I have gems in the team. Hudson-Odoi on the left. If Pulisic is not playing well, put Hudson-Odoi on. If Ziyech is not playing well, put Hudson-Odoi on. Instead of give Havertz some game time again, even though he's not my cup of tea at the moment. Try to put him in the middle. Put Hudson-Odoi on the left. Ziyech, put him on the right. Timo Werner, striker. Maybe put Mason Mount as an 8. There's so many things that you can do. That's the issue, is he may not have time to do it with our board.
Yeah, I understand everything you're saying. Listen, I understand everything you're saying. They're all correct. But the issue
Robert, I can't hear you. You have to go closer to the mic.
I understand everything you're saying. And the issue with Timo Werner is if you play him in the middle, you have to have a number 10. Because Timo Werner is the kind of player that likes to come from the flank. He's a striker, but he will draft from the flank. So you need a number 10 so that when they cross the ball, let someone be in the box if he is not there. If you are playing Timo Werner as a top striker in the middle and without number 10, there will be no ball in the net because he always drives from the left.
But have you noticed the issue that we have? I agree with you there. Maybe we should play Timo and someone else. He always played with 2 people, as in another person to bounce off. Maybe we should do that. What's the point of buying a player if we don't play by their strengths. We always do this. We buy a player
I
and we're like,
remember he was saying that he saw a clip of Frank Lampard showing him how he wants to use him. So what is that clip? Why is he not using him the way he said?
That's the thing. We don't know what's going on, and it's a huge concern for Chelsea, especially with our board and fans, unfortunately. But yes, we should play by their strengths. I agree with what you're saying. I had a point in my head, but completely forgot. But when I remember it, I'll bring it up.
Okay, can I jump quickly? T-Boy wanted to say something, right? T-Boy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's your name? The guy who just finished talking?
Oh, it's Faisal.
Oh, all right, Faisal. So you said that Lampard, you want Lampard to have 3 or 4 years.
Yes.
So like, is that irrespective of how he performs? Like, say if he finishes out of the top 4, say maybe if he finishes 7th, hypothetically, do you still give him the next 2-3 years?
If we see progress, for example, if you could see, if we like the style of play, if we see how things are going, to be fair, I think we should, because we got him for the sake of, we know what we're getting. We should have went for a Klopp. We should have went for a Pep, someone in that caliber in the first place. If we want to put a club legend into a football team, yes, he's inexperienced. How is he going to get this experience? He needs to gain the experience by making his own mistakes and making his own, positive attributes. I would say 3 to 4 years. I didn't expect a top 4 finish this year. Yes, we were lucky because all the teams were playing bad. This year is gelling time. So if you think, if you put a lot of players together.
Let me say something.
Let me hop in real quick.
Let me say something. You said
go ahead.
You're not expecting him to get top 4?
I'm not expecting him to get top 4.
With the average players he had last season, he ended up top 4. And spending 240 million and said you're not expecting him to get top 4.
Yes, you cannot expect to get top.
No, brother.
Faisal. Excuse me.
Faisal, man. I think your expectations are a little bit too low.
Yeah.
No, it's not the case. If you think about it, you have to look at this. City are up there, right? Liverpool are going to be up there, right?
Yeah.
Leicester had a great season last year. Last year we were very lucky. Have you seen the dip? If the other teams didn't play poorly, we would not have gone to the top 4. Am I correct or wrong?
Yeah, I agree.
I know we spent hundreds of millions. You're right, we have. But the issue is, I knew that these players are not going to gel very quickly. If they gelled, yes, top 4. Right now, I don't think we are going to go top 4. So we'll be very lucky to go top 4. My goal was, before Lampard, when he first started, my goal was 6. Last year was 6. I was happy with that. Last year we overachieved. This year, yes, top 4 would be great. However, we bought so many players that they need time to gel. We don't even have a starting formation right now. That's how bad it is. So we cannot expect top 4.
Real quick.
Yes.
All right, Faisal. So I'm gonna go back to the point that you made, that the board potentially the fact that they hired Frank Lampard in the first place, they should be willing to give him like a long time to learn on the job and all that. I just want to say, what if the board made a mistake hiring Frank Lampard in the first place? Because I think most people would agree he wasn't ready for the job.
I 100% agree. I thought he was a mistake.
So maybe the board should realize that they made a mistake, and if things are really not going very well, maybe they should take action. Because I don't know if Chelsea is the type of club that's going to allow a manager to learn on the job, especially after investing almost 250 million in the summer. You don't do that, and then the following season you don't finish in the top 4. That's going backwards. I don't think Chelsea
completely agree with you. I don't think he will be given time.
Okay, can we say hi to Cruz and Linda? Cruz, how are you doing, brother?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Something to say? You wanna jump in?
I'm good, big
man.
Yeah,
I'm good, man. I'm good, brothers, man. I hope everyone's well. But I was just listening to what everyone's saying. I think think it's good to have somebody on. In the last few shows, I think everyone's kind of been unanimous that they kind of want Lampard out. But obviously, Faisal's given a different opinion as to why he should stay, and I respect his opinion.
Just
I think.
wake up and saw some rumors going on about Darling Club. What is going?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but I think personally, if he's going to be given 3-4 years, like I think T-Boy said, I think you gotta put some stipulations on that. Like, is he just going to be given 3-4 years because he's Lampard, or is it just what's the targets in those 3-4 years to spend 200 million plus? We lost Hazard, probably. Okay, we lost a couple other players, fringe players, but ultimately we lost one player last season. And then to spend 200 million and bring in 5, 6, 7 players, and then to say like, well, finishing in the top 4 is not realistic. I think that's incredible.
That's ridiculous.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I hear you. I completely understand. I completely understand your points.
Faisal, can I just jump in real quick before you go on? So what you're saying that Lampard should be given this season to basically gel the team together and all that. And I'm just want to say that if there was ever a season for Lampard to get a free hit, that was last season. That's over. But beginning of the season, we had a transfer after ban. The club invested so much, they're now wanting to push for a title challenge, potentially go far in Europe. They're not going to be willing to give Lampard a season where he can just do whatever he wants and then start over the next season. That's I don't think they want that.
I totally understand, but last season we were in a transfer ban. So whatever we did last season was a massive overachievement. What, as a new person said, sorry, I forgot your name. I think it was Cruz. Yes, you're right. If we give him 3 to 4 years, there should be targets given within those seasons. So you know what? Year 1 we want this year, 2 we want this year, 3 we want this year, 4 we expect the league. Something like that. I know our board is not going to do that. I know they will eventually pull the trigger, but I am sick and tired of constantly changing managers and constantly buying players that the manager didn't want in the first place. Yes, Lampard wanted these players, maybe, but previously we bought players like Kepa. And now I actually, you know what, I hated Kepa. Not, he's a nice person, whatever, but I disliked the player. However, now coming to think of it, I don't think Kepa's the issue. I think it's a lack. We don't have a captain. If you think about it, we don't have.
Hit the nail on the head, man. Hit the nail on the head.
That's what it is. We don't have it.
With a lot of. Sorry to cut you, but I think that there's like 3 major issues, and that's one of them that a lot of people don't really. I don't think people have really clocked onto is that we don't have a director of football who's been in the position for a long time, who wants the club to play a philosophy. So what do I mean is if you go to Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Ajax, they have people at a certain level who demand a certain type of football and they recruit accordingly. Chelsea, we recruit this guy who plays this type of pragmatic football. Then the next appointment is somebody who plays expansive. Then the next appointment is somebody who's just going to get results. So we don't really have. I think that's one of the points that I think that we don't do as a club. I think another point with the current club, I think I've said it before. Number 2, we don't have a number 2 or somebody in the coaching staff who can give Lampard a different perspective in order to make different decisions in certain in-game moments.
So would you like to see Avram Grant to Lampard? That's what you're saying?
Maybe not Avram Grant
maybe not Avram Grant.
Yeah, but I think somebody along those lines of who can come in and who has experience in the Champions League, just in different leagues. It doesn't matter where he's been, Israel, wherever he's been, just to add a different thing, just to say, you know what, look, why don't you try this, Frank? I think Jody Morris is only so much.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
go ahead. Lampard is a legend in the game. And this season, they gave him free hand. He signed the players he wanted. So he should be getting results.
Excuse me, Harry. Can you fix your mic, please? Because we can't hear you properly.
Okay, I said that Frank Lampard is a legend in this game.
Okay, thank you.
And this season, they gave him a free hand to sign the players he wants. He signed all the players he wanted. He should be getting results. I'm not supporting Frank Lampard out, no. But he should be getting results.
Yeah,
They should give him time at the end of the season. If he did not improve, they should sack him. But if he improves, from the type of games we win and the kind of games we don't. They should give him the more time, but presently now he's not playing. He's not doing well. He's not doing well presently. I'm not in support of sacking him now. They should give him to the end of the season. Let's see the difference. If there's a difference, then he'll stay. But if he continues this way, at the end of the season, he should go.
Okay, T-Boy.
Without disrespecting. He's a good person.
Okay.
But Chelsea, I think presently now, Chelsea seems bigger than him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Henry. I think I agree with what you just said. Like I want Lampard to be given time, and I want him to have space to be able to work with what he has. But the thing is, Lampard is making like mistakes pretty much every single game. It's hard to tell what the team style of play is. And I know we haven't had enough time to gel, but I still feel like we can do more with what we have at the moment. Like for example, in the last game, why wasn't Callum Hudson-Odoi starting? Why wasn't Billy Gilmore starting instead of Jorginho? Jorginho was completely non-existent in the game as usual. And like there's just always so many questions, like just the basics. I'm just asking Lampard to do the basics, like that's the least he can do to just keep himself in the job.
Okay, can I jump in quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, about Callum Hudson-Odoi and Billy Gilmore, the last game, I think this is just my biased opinion. And I think Frank Lampard didn't take Fulham seriously, and he thought his weaker team could do the job.
That's the thing, though. That's one of the. That's potentially a problem as well.
This time Fulham drawed with Tottenham.
But the problem.
That means you don't know what you're doing.
Okay, the problem also, management sometimes is also about gambling.
Yeah,
it's a gamble. Sometimes you think that you are doing the right thing, but it doesn't work out the way you expected. And I don't think anything wrong because we won the game and Callum Hudson-Odoi came on and changed the game. What is wrong with that? I don't know.
You brought a good point, actually.
We got the 3 points. That's fantastic. But we need to improve in our scoring and the formation we're playing. It's like every team dictates us, knows what we're going to play.
Because
so until the player... They nullify our midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you remember last season? Season when we had issues and Lampard actually changed formation?
Exactly.
We need that. He's not doing that anymore. Yes. He's not doing that anymore. I'm not sure why. Well, and when you said we had a weaker team against Fulham, on paper, our weak team is better than someone's normal starting 11.
Yeah.
So I expected our team to at least beat Fulham 2-0, minimum 2-0. But we were struggling. We deserved a draw. I felt sorry for Fulham. The actual result was a draw.
But 9 men, Fulham, we couldn't beat them convincingly. They played 45 minutes with 10 men.
I know, it's ridiculous. It was embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
I think it's not. It doesn't always tell the story though, because I think Fulham have been playing good, and I think also that it goes back to tactically with Lampard. He's not. I said it a couple of games ago. Again, even against Morecambe when we won, there's not a style of play where you think we're battering teams, we're getting crosses in, people are making last-ditch challenges. Like we're playing teams, and it's like the teams are really comfortable. They sit deep. We try to pass it around. Then it gets out to Ziyech. He cuts back in, tries to whip a ball, goes for a goal kick. They take another 20 seconds and they kick it out. And there's not really much going on in terms of like a style of play or like a pattern of play. So I think that's his biggest problem, tactically.
You're actually wrong. The reason why I say you're wrong, you're going to laugh at this. We do have a style of play. It is pass it to the wings, run to the end and cross the ball. That's That's literally what we've been doing. We're not Chelsea FC, we're crossing FC.
100%.
So
that's
we've been suspected out. So the only thing we do is literally cross the ball, and I'm sick of it. There's no one running through the middle. If we had different tactics, we would be better. However, I think Lampard's tactic is, run, Ziyech cross the ball, Chilwell cross the ball, Pulisic cross the ball.
So
Reece James,
so
crystal
basically,
ball.
you're willing to stomach another 3-4 years of that. If that's what he's turned up at Chelsea after
I'm hoping it changes.
After 200 million pounds spent, if that is what we're gonna turn up to see every single game after spending money on such creative up and coming, everyone said be excited with these players that are coming in. I didn't see. So I'll be honest with you, Havertz.
Can I just jump in real quick?
Yeah, go on.
Crossing the ball in and of itself is not the problem. The thing is, what's even more annoying is you're playing cross the ball and hope, but you don't have Havertz on the field, or you have him on the field, but he's playing way too deep, and you have Olivier Giroud on the bench, and you have Timo Werner or Tammy Abraham fighting to get on, or even Pulisic and sometimes even Kante getting on the end of crosses. It's ridiculous.
But I think with Havertz hasn't earned. I'll be real. Havertz hasn't earned the right to play. Havertz hasn't done anything, in my opinion, to justify starting.
Let me say something real quick.
I agree, but when he's playing,
we have a team that can play 3 different formations, and we play very well with the attacking players we have. We can play 3 different formations.
But we only play one.
We only play one. That's what I'm not getting right.
So I'm hoping Lampard is going to change this with the players that he has when they eventually gel, because it's not easy for these players. They come from Germany, coronavirus, all this stuff happened. Yes, we could use that as an excuse, but let's give the benefit of that. Hopefully Havertz will be the player we know he is. Hopefully Werner will start firing goals. Hopefully, in a couple of games, things will change. And you're right, if things don't change drastically, then, we will have to have a conversation end of the season to see if Lampard is the right man for the job, if he's still in the position. But right now, I don't think we should consider getting rid of him, because a couple of games could change him, because look at Arteta and Arsenal. They were, bottom 4. Now they're behind us. They're in the top 10 again. The games that this season's been, if you look at the table, everything's still open. So I would say, anything's achievable, but don't have your hopes too high. Hopefully we will overachieve, but again, it's up to the players. It's up to if they gel or not, and obviously the manager has to change his tactics, because his tactics are too predictable.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. You need to be switching tactics in every matches. Know the opponents you're playing against and switch your tactics. Not sticking with 4-3-3, 4-3-3 all games. No.
You're right.
If you're playing a defensive team, you play with attacking players. If you're playing with attacking players, you play with a defensive-minded team. That's how to use your team to play very well, but not just sticking with 4-3-3 every matches. You use some matches, Guardiola will bench his striker and play false 9, because the team is playing against.
I think they almost didn't do Lampard a favour, and this is why we probably needed to be a bit stricter and get rid of some of the players that we did have, because I feel like having so much options has kind of given him the ability to change the team too much, and it might be actually hindering him in a way, because you look at you got 3 left backs, 5 centre backs, we've got a ton of midfielders. We put some out on loan, but ultimately he's got about a 27, 28 man squad, and you don't even know who the best 11 are. And I feel like he's almost spoilt for choice. And I feel like a manager at that level, he should just came in and said, right, I need these players. And the club should have said, okay, we'll put these guys out on loan, or we'll sell these guys. But I feel like he's had too much to choose from. So I feel like that's kind of hindering him a little bit as well.
Yeah, Cruz. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
go ahead. Oh, okay. All right. Cruz, I agree with you. I think Lampard is a little bit inexperienced, and him having too many options is a little bit of a problem, because now you see him trying to shoehorn all the new signings into the starting lineup. You see, at times you've seen Werner on the wing when Callum Hudson-Odoi was available. You've seen Kai Havertz on the wing. So it's like Lampard is trying to fit in all the new signings into the team, even when they're playing poorly. He's doing everything he can to get them fit and running and firing, even if it's just better at times to just leave them on the bench, let them watch the game from the bench, let them work hard, earn that spot in the team. But I feel like Lampard, at the moment, he's too desperate to prove that the new signings are a success. So I just think he needs to be a little bit more patient give them more time, and not try to force things to work.
I agree with you. I think he's afraid of getting a nail because of the amount of money we spent. And sometimes you need big balls to make big decisions, right?
Yeah.
Mohammed, can you talk to us, brother? What do you want?
Hello. Hello.
Where are you from?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can hear you, Mohammed. We can hear you.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you,
Yes,
bro.
we can hear you.
Well, he's always like that. So anybody,
He's gone.
Mr. Khan, let's say, well, we all know what's going on right now. What would you do tomorrow to win against Leicester City, Mr. Khan?
What to do? First of all, we're very lucky Vardy's not playing. We're very lucky Vardy's not playing.
He's not playing. He's not.
Wait, really?
Oh, hallelujah!
He's injured, isn't he?
Oh, I didn't know.
No, wait. I heard a Leicester City fan earlier today on a stream from Matisse. A Leicester City fan said that he was fit.
Oh,
So
well, when
I don't know if there's any updates.
I looked at my fantasy league and it said he's not fit, so I went by that.
Damn.
So if Vardy plays, to be fair, I'm scared of Vardy, Barnes, and their player Maddison. Right?
Oh, yeah.
They have a great defense, a great goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see us getting more than a draw in that game. I don't see us getting more than a draw that game.
Really?
Hopefully he changes the team. Hopefully Hudson-Odoi starts.
Okay.
Ziyech starts. Werner, Abraham. Change the team. Defense: Zuma, Thiago, Reece James, Chilwell. Have a different sort of formation. Maybe we'll do the job. Hopefully,
Who would you play in the midfield? Who would you play in the midfield?
Midfield. Kante's back.
No, he's not. He's not.
Apparently, he's still injured.
He's not.
Great. I wouldn't put Jorginho. I would put. I think I'll put Gilmour because he did do bits last season.
Yeah.
I think we'll give him. We'll give him faith. I'll put Gilmour in the middle. So my ideal team would be. Let me calculate. Edouard Mendy, Chilwell, Reece James, Thiago Silva, Zuma. So that's 5 players there. Midfield, I would put. Let's go striker first. Timo Werner, Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi, and you're gonna laugh at this, right? Yeah. Instead of having Havertz, I would like to do an experiment. I would like to put either Hudson-Odoi in the middle or Pulisic in the middle, behind the striker. I would like to see that. Maybe he could do bits there because Hudson-Odoi, I think he could pull it off. Put Mason Mount. I know most people don't like him, but I think he's the only consistent player that we had. I don't think he's the best, but he does his job. Mason Mount there and Billy Gilmour.
Okay. Yeah.
That would be the team. But I could tell what's going to happen. Yeah. It's going to be the same back 5. It's going to be Pulisic. It's going to be Ziyech. Probably Giroud. In fact, to be fair, now that Ziyech is fit and Pulisic is fit, Werner, we might see a complete different team tomorrow. We might actually see a complete different team. I can't predict tomorrow because now I'm thinking of it. If Ziyech is on the right, Pulisic on the left, I hope it's Hudson-Odoi. He would actually put Werner. I think he'll start Werner. Mm-hmm. You know what? Tomorrow would be I can't predict it. It will be a completely different game. And if the formation is completely different, we have a chance of winning because we're not predictable. It's a completely different game. Hopefully that's the case. I don't see it being the same formation as the past. I think tomorrow would actually, when Conte had the Arsenal moment where I think we lost against Arsenal and we completely shifted. I think
shifted to the 3 at the back.
Yeah, there might be a change with the formation tomorrow. I'm hoping that's the case. I can't. Don't ask me for a team selection because my team selection would be it would be completely different. I can't think right now. And it's 2:30 a.m. in the UK.
What is your score prediction, sir?
At first, I was saying, a draw, 1-1, maybe a 0-0. But Depending on the formation. Pardon?
Who is going to score for Chelsea?
It might be a sub. Substitute who score for Chelsea.
Mr. Cruz, it's your turn, Mr. Cruz. What do you think about tomorrow? Your formation, starting 11, and your score prediction, please.
Okay, formation. I think he has to. I would go 4-2-3-1. I personally would go 4-2-3-1. I think if you're going to play, I'd probably go normal back five. So many things I could go into because I haven't been impressed with Chilwell. I think a lot of people have, but I haven't been impressed with him. But I think normal back five because there is no alternatives. I think in that midfield two, the pivot in the two, I think it would have to be Gilmour, and I think I'd play Kovacic. Kovacic has probably got a lot more legs, more going to help physically, height as well.
No end product.
Who's that? Kovacic?
Yeah.
I feel like I feel sorry for him at times. I feel like he's trying in that midfield, but I think it's not that our midfield is not inspiring at all. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not something. It doesn't fill me with any hope when I see our midfield. Kante is safe. We know what he's going to do. He's our trusty guy. He's going to clean up and do the best he can. But then you got Kovacic who tries to ball carry and tries to break the lines. And I see him trying, but I just feel like Mason Mount. Oh, I don't even want to start. But he's for me. He is just not expansive enough. He doesn't help that midfield in terms of creativity. I think a lot of people. I think he broke some creative stat the other day. I think it's the most nothing stat I've ever seen somebody break. It doesn't mean anything. It's such a nothing stat. Goal involvement. Yep, go ahead.
I think what you're saying is correct. I think Mason Mount needs a break. He's been playing every single game. He needs to Lampard needs to give him a break. As in, 1 or 2 games, go meet your girl, go meet your mom, go meet your dad, have some food, then come back, because he was a good player. I think there's a player in him, but when you're playing every single game, you're burnt out. But Cruz can.
I can hear where you're coming from. I think every player. I think you've seen it over the years with even somebody like Azpilicueta. I think that guy, 31, he looks 39 because he's played like every game since he signed for us about 7-8 years ago. So I think he's only early 30s, but he looks burnt out. And I think the same thing. Once players are playing every single game, cup games, friendlies, you're right. He does play a lot of games, but for me, it's just the end product. I think in the final third, he gets the ball on the edge of the box. His pass is overhit. It's underhit. It's getting dispossessed. He's not. If you just look at his numbers, I think for me, it's just the output. I don't want to be too harsh on him because people say he creates chances and stuff like that, and I might be missing something. I could be wrong as well. Like you said, I think he's good technically. There could be a player in there, but 2 goals in the Premier League. 2 goals in the Premier League. 2 goals. I'm sorry. 2 goals. That is dreadful.
Can you finish your starting 11, please? Your front.
Yeah. So the pivot would be Gilmour and Kovacic. The 3 across. The 3 in front of that would be on the left. On the left, it's difficult because I like Pulisic. I think he's our game-changing mid player. I think he's skill-wise, he's probably more skillful and could put the ball in the net more than Odoi. But I think Odoi on form right now, he's the man. So it's a toss-up. I wouldn't be upset to see either of them. But behind the striker,
Werner.
Mason Mount. I'm going to say it.
Pulisic.
I think that's not a bad shout to be fair. Pulisic behind the striker. I'd like to see something like that. I'd like to see. Ultimately, I'd like to see Kai Havertz play what he was meant to be, but obviously he's not at the moment. But I'd probably, if I'm honest, I'd probably play Mason Mount in that position tomorrow, just because he is our best working off the ball and all those stats. He runs back, and Lampard says how good he is at running back, and like he's Declan Rice or something. Like we're Sunderland. He's so good off the ball. He's so good at running back, and he's so good at tracking people. It's like, anyway. And on the right, Ziyech, and then up top, I'd go with Tammy Abraham. I think out of all the strikers,
Tammy Abraham is a baller.
Out of all the strikers, he holds it up not the best, but he holds it up good enough, more than Werner. and he's a bit more mobile, more than Giroud. So he's our best rounded striker. And I think at the moment, he can score some. He doesn't score as much as maybe Giroud or Werner could, but he gets a few goals. He can hold it up. He can do a bit more. He's a bit more dynamic, I should say. So I think he could be the guy to put the ball in the net tomorrow, I think.
Okay, I respect that. And Henry, what are you saying, brother? Starting.
I like his formation.
Huh?
I like his formation, and I'll go with that. 4-2-3-1. My back five, Mendy. Left back, Chilwell. Right back, James. The two centre backs, Zuma and Silva. In the midfield, I'll play Gilmore and Kovacic.
Okay.
I'll give Havertz a free role to play number 10. Let him play that free role. Allow him to do whatever he wants to do.
Kai Havertz.
Go to the boss, yes.
Yay.
Go to the boss.
Yay.
Come back, not the ball, anything.
Okay. I respect
that. At the left wing side, I start with this guy.
Callum.
No. Callum is a super sub.
Christian.
I start with Pulisic. Right, start with the edge. My striker is Abraham. I have 3 super subs. 3 super subs. Callum is one of my super subs. When they are getting tired, bringing Callum Hudson-Odoi, bringing Timo Werner, then bringing Messi Mount.
Okay.
From 70 minutes, give them that 20 minutes to change the game to win the game for us. I go with Chelsea winning 3-1.
3-1. Who is going to score?
My first goal, Tammy Abraham will score.
Okay.
Kai Havertz will score.
Hey.
Then the super sub, one of the super subs will score.
Oh man,
I like the optimism there, brother.
Yeah, man. I want to be that positive.
Play that free role. I like him to play the free role.
There's more chance Zuma scoring than any of them.
Okay, T-Boy, it's your turn, brother. Before we move to the Haaland topic to finish.
All right. For my lineup, I would play Chilwell, Zuma, Silva, Reece James, and then in the midfield, I would actually play a 4-3-3. I feel like we need the numbers in midfield. I would definitely play Mount because he's a fighter. I don't think he's the greatest midfielder ever, but he's always putting in a shift when everyone else have their heads down. Like he showed in the last game, he's always the one who's trying his best, trying his hardest to try and make things happen. So I would definitely play him. And then Conte is not available, unfortunately, so I play Gilmore. I don't think he's the greatest defensively, Gilmore, and he could possibly get overrun like Jorginho, but I don't think he's as bad as Jorginho defensively. And at least he offers something going forward. He moves the ball a little bit faster. He looks forward a little bit more, so I would play him. And then I would play it was a hard call for me, to be fair, but I would play Kovacic again. I know he had a really bad game last time out, but I feel like tomorrow we really need to be able to put fight in. And Kai Havertz, I like that he's a calm boy and he's cool and all that, but I feel like sometimes we just need to like put your head down and work really hard for the team. And I think he's not quite ready for that yet. So I would keep him on the bench as a super sub and then play Kovacic. And then I would absolutely play Callum Hudson-Odoi on the left wing. The center forward was a hard one as well too, between Giroud or Tammy, because I don't think Werner should sniff the pitch from the beginning. His form is just atrocious at the moment, so I would keep him on the bench. I think I would play with Tammy just because he's in a pretty good goal-scoring form, and he has a lot of energy. He moves around a little bit more compared to Giroud. And then I would absolutely play Kai Havertz on the right wing.
Yeah.
I have it on the right wing.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a hard game. Really looking forward to it. I'm just hoping for the best, man.
What is your score prediction, brother?
Oh, man, this is the hardest part, man. I honestly don't even know. I'm just hoping for the best. But if I have to predict, I would go for a 1-1 draw, to be fair. But I really hope we win, though. So,
okay, Richie.
Leicester City are a really good team. Don't sleep on them.
Richie, what is your lineup and score prediction quickly, because we need to move to the Haaland and finish the show.
Score prediction. I think I was off by 1 goal the other game, so I'm still gonna stick with a 2-0 for the Leicester game.
Okay, 2-0 Chelsea.
And I'll go with the same lineup that we played with, but I'm just gonna probably substitute our winger and put Hudson. I'll play Hudson that game.
Okay.
Yeah, but same lineup.
Okay, same lineup as the T-boy, right?
Yeah.
All right, so guys, let's move on quickly to the topic of the day. Today it was crazy. Early in the morning, Haaland to Chelsea Football Club is a priority. 100 million next time.
I feel like every time I play FIFA, Chelsea just be stealing my teams. They just be stealing my teams. All the players I want on my team, they're all on my FIFA right now.
Okay, so what do you think about Haaland?
Oh, I heard the news. I was surprised. Is it Frank Lampard that wants Haaland or the board? That's the question. Is it Lampard that wants Haaland or the board?
I don't know.
It comes to the point of Cruz again. If we get Haaland, what is the point? As in, we have too many players. As in, we got Abraham. He's a young player. I think he's going to be very good soon if he plays the game, but he's not given the chance to play the game. We got him. We got Giroud. He's going to go. So let's just say Abraham, Werner, and Haaland. Who's going to play? Who's going to play? The dressing room is going to be. You don't lose the dressing room because you got quality players, quotation marks, big boy, millions tags to their name. None of them are playing. So who's going to be happy? If Haaland comes, you play him. What happens to Werner? What happens to Abraham? Which one of them is going to be second? Are you going to do like a 4-3-3 formation? What happens to your wingers? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
I was asked the question: who wants him? Is it the board or Lampard?
Exactly.
Yes, it's the board.
That's like I said. That's one of our.
If the board wants him, that means they want to fire Lampard.
Yeah.
They want to get him sacked.
I think that's our biggest problem. I think, like I said, it's a problem that a lot of people haven't realized is that who is making the signings? Because everyone just smiled and said Marino got this player and got that player. Yeah, it's good, but if their players are not brought in to play in a certain system, then I don't get it. I go back to Werner when he started the season. He played in the middle 2-3 games, and then Lampard said, I think he panicked a bit and thought, this guy doesn't really look like he can hack it through the middle. Let me stick him on the left. And then ever since, you've seen him on the left. And then now he's brought him back into the middle again. So I don't know if it's Lampard signings. I don't know what. I know people like Chilwell, and I think if Ziyech was definitely as well.
Yeah.
But Werner, Havertz, and potentially Haaland, I don't know who those signings are. Like Henry saying, I think it's...
Because the guys came out to tell us that Lampard sent him a clip of how he want to use him.
Yeah, I think but if Haaland comes into any team, I think no manager has a problem how to use him. He for me is probably the best striker, centre forward, number 9 sort of striker in the world right now, in form wise. So I think no manager has a problem where to play him. You play him. I don't want to see him on the left. I don't want to see him in number 10 or centre mid. He has to play number 9 centre forward. So I don't think any manager struggles there. But in terms of like what Faze was saying, it's system, what players sit out, who doesn't play, because you can't stick Werner on the left, because then that means you've got 3 left wingers who are all potentially starters for the team sitting on the bench. It's impossible. Like 2 of them going to sit out and they're going to be happy to sit out. I don't think that's going to happen. So
another point is Cruz. You know Declan Rice. Someone said Declan Rice, right? We have so many players in the midfield.
Yeah,
we have
crazy.
Ethan Ampadu as well. I think he's a great player. If we bring him back, he might do bits. Why do we even need Rice? I don't think Rice is that exceptional. The way I've seen him play, exactly. I've seen him play. Yes, he used to be a Chelsea player, whatever. But is he worth 70 million? Who do we sacrifice? We're just getting players. You know what we're doing? We're just literally throwing people. Then we put a hand in a pick and mix and say, you know what, today we play this, today we play that.
Yeah.
That's what's going to eventually happen. What's the point of all these players? We just need to find a starting 11, a backup 11, the subs. Go ahead with it.
Okay, I completely respect that. And yeah, so do you really think this is going to happen? Because the way I see it is that Real Madrid looking for number 9, Barcelona, Man United, Man City, and it's going to be very difficult for us to just go and get Haaland. How realistic this transfer is going to be?
The agent, you have to remember the agent as well. The agent is horrible.
Very good point. The agent, we don't do business.
Yes. And at the end of this season, his release clause is £72 million. At the end of the season, his release clause is £72 million. So if somebody is going this January with £100 million, likely he's going to get him. Because
I think this is a deal. This is a deal where money can talk, or it's the player has a dream. He's going to come out and say, I had a dream, you know, when I was sleeping yesterday that I wanted to play for Real Madrid as a kid. And, you know, I have the Real Madrid pillows and, you know, I used to watch Real Madrid on the telly. So if he comes out and has one of those dreams, hopefully he doesn't have one of those dreams and we can put 100 million down. I think if that happens, like you said, I think we can get the job done. But if he has dreams about the Galacticos and Zidane and all these things that these players say, then we're in trouble. But I think I would never turn him down. He, for me, is it's the type of player, just quickly.
He's a good striker.
He's the type of player. He's the type of striker. Yeah, he's the type of striker that we're missing as well. I think Chelsea, we've kind of shied away from what made us good. When I look at our team, and I think Faisal said it earlier, who's the captain? We don't have a captain. Azpilicueta is captain by his length of service and his commitment to the cause, but he's not a captain in terms of like a big character, and you know he's not going to rough people up. And we lost a bit of our bite. I miss Costa, I miss Drogba, I miss Essien, Makelele, John Obi Mikel. I miss that bite that we have. We don't have it anymore. Kante is a good tackler, but he hasn't got the bite. But I think that's what we're missing massively as well.
Yeah, I see, guys. So we have 5 minutes to go. We're gonna go around and say goodbye. And the last question for you guys is, what next for Werner? Do you have any hope for Werner? Somebody, please give me some positivity here.
I'll let one of the other guys. I'll let one of the other guys go because I don't have any hope for him, to be honest.
I have the hope for him.
You have hope? How?
Yes, Werner needs a therapist. Someone that will boost his confidence.
Okay.
He lacked confidence. In what our last match, he controlled the ball and he was turning around looking for the ball again. He lacked that confidence. He needs a confidence ball, someone to boost his confidence, and he will start scoring.
So how we got him back to
put Kepa up front?
Just put him in front. But the problem is when we put him in front and he's all over the place. You know what I mean? He's just not staying in the middle. He will be on the left.
He's not a box-to-box striker. Werner is not a box-to-box striker. He's the kind of striker that drafts from the left, come into the middle and shoot. He's not a box-to-box striker. Even in Leipzig, they play 2 of them, not only him. So he drafts in from the middle, from the wings, and gets his goals. If you put him as a top striker, only him up front, you're wasting your time.
Yeah, see that even what you're saying is not wrong. I've heard a lot of people saying that, but even that statement, he can't play on this. He has to do. We're in the Premier League. What do you mean he can't play here? He just put the ball in the net. Fulham, he couldn't even run in and score. Like, I don't know.
Putting the ball in the net is about confidence now. You want his first matches. He has that confidence. He will come up to goalkeeper, hide goalkeeper, and score goals. But now he's lacking confidence.
I think Lampard has to take big responsibility for that.
It happened to so many strikers. So he needs that confidence back.
He needs to be benched.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to take time. Yeah, I think that's the only way.
That's the only way.
Take him out. Because if you keep putting him in and just hoping for the best, I don't know.
Yeah, so he need to learn from the bench. All right.
Games.
Yeah, I see. So everybody, let's start by Mr. Cruz. Can you say goodbye to the audience because it's too late? I think. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate this.
No worries, man. No worries.
Can we come live after tomorrow's match?
Say it again.
Can we come live after tomorrow's game?
You want me to come live?
Yeah, after tomorrow's match, after Leicester game, let's analyze the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah,
we're 3-1. Everybody were laughing.
Sure.
So they will see what I said.
0-0, 1-1, 0-0.
I didn't even give my prediction. I'm going 2-2. I'm going 2-2.
Okay.
After the game, let's talk about it. Chelsea is winning tomorrow. That's for sure.
Sure. You're gonna all eat your words because we're gonna win 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
3-1.
Oh, mate.
That's why I want it live tomorrow again, so I can say it and repeat it again.
Yeah.
Come back tomorrow and give me all kind of sticks you want because I put my head on the line.
3-1. Who's your scorers? Who's scoring these 3 goals? These magical.
Timo Werner is going to score.
I didn't say Timo Werner. No, I didn't say Timo Werner. I said Tammy Abraham, Kai Havertz, and one of the super subs.
Yeah.
If anyone's scoring 3 goals, it's going to be Thiago Silva, Zuma, and what do you call it? A Chilwell.
Mason Mount free kick or Ben Chilwell free kick.
Yeah, it's going to be the defenders.
Listen,
No.
man.
No.
Tomorrow,
It's going to be a totally different game.
Hopefully, I think the formation will be changed drastically.
Yeah.
If it's not changed, then we have to ask. There's questions will be asked, and Lampard won't help himself.
If it's 4-3-3, that means we're losing the game.
Yeah.
But
So
if you see that formation, we're winning 3-1.
yeah, tomorrow is one of those days that you don't know what's going on. Everybody is performing, like Timo Werner scoring goals. So come back tomorrow and let's have a discussion after the game. So, Mr. Cruz, thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Here. And
see you guys tomorrow.
And see you
guys,
tomorrow.
take care, man. God bless.
Take care. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, and Mr. Khan also, I really appreciate
it,
it.
brother.
Anytime, brother, come and help us.
That's okay.
Really need
I've come across this channel randomly, and I thought, you know what? Let me see how it is. It's actually a good channel, so I do respect, what you're doing, because a lot of Chelsea's channels out there, unfortunately, it's the same thing over and over again, and it's not. It's not like where the community is. So this is good because there's an open voice for every single Chelsea fan to bring their points, and it's not like Arsenal Fan TV where they have their 10 main ones. It's not like the other channels where they just talk the same thing all the time. So this is a good platform. So thank you for creating this.
Thank you so much. And remember, we have another channel with more than 85,000 people. This is just like the second channel. This is like the small baby one. It's called Green Turf.
Oh, I've subscribed to that as well. I've got that.
That's me.
Okay, cool. That's fine. So tomorrow, hopefully we'll do a post match analysis. I'll be there as well.
Yeah,
I'll turn my cam on.
We might go live to the main channel so we can give more.
That's fine. Perfect.
Thank you so much, sir.
That's okay. Take care, brother.
Good night, man. All right. So DJ, my brother, I think he's too tired from work and it's too late in UK before the match and after the match. Yeah, DJ, I would try to do it tomorrow because tomorrow I'm working from home. So guess what? I'm gonna start working like now until I get tired because I have certain things that I have to do. I have to finish for my work day. So I'm gonna start tonight. And then tomorrow, early in the morning, walking, so I can have enough time to go live maybe twice. So that's what I'm gonna try to do because my people, the Blue Army, are going out of town. So I'm gonna be almost alone in this house. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be a good day. Let's say. It's official. Official what? Frank Lampard sacked? Oh my goodness. It's official. What is official, man? My brother Litren Moriba is from Trinidad, Tobago and Trinidad. Love Oaks, Blues, Lions, family. Yes, my brother. Come back tomorrow and tomorrow tomorrow, today in your today in your country, and tomorrow for me. And feel free, man. You have the link. You follow instructions. It's free. Okay, there is no membership. There is no paying any kind of money. You come here and talk to us anytime you want. Can you go live? Watch along. Okay, so the watch along for me, the problem is we are in America, and always we have like we have a like 1 minute difference, you know. Sometimes I go on Twitter, people are celebrating the goal already, but it's not a goal in my country yet. You see what I mean? So I'm gonna try to do it next time. I don't know what service I have to get just to get that the real time, but I will try to do it, bro. No problem, no problem. Come back tomorrow and let's see what is going to happen. Yeah, DJ, I completely understand, man. You have a family to take care of and all that. Don't worry, man. Tomorrow we're gonna go live. I hope no no riot in the White House. Okay, yeah. I hope so. Peace, man. Peace. I don't want to get too much to the politics, but we just ask for peace. Peaceful transition, you know. We're gonna have a new president on Wednesday. So I don't want to get there because everybody got an opinion, you know. I got all parties supporting me, so I have to respect them. Kendrick is asking, do you think Lampard time is over? Well, I don't know, man. I don't make decisions. I hope not. I will give him until the end of the season, but the big boss might decide something else, bro. I'm just praying, fingers crossed, that he carry on his project, but I don't make decision. Somebody say he wanna see me cry. For what? I wanna see me cry for what? This is football, man. We're having fun. You know, I've been through every kind of emotions my entire freaking life. The Champions League, we lost all kind of emotion. Nothing is new for me, bro. Nothing. Mourinho was sacked, and I was the #1 Mourinho fanboy in the world. He was sacked. What can I do? You think I'm gonna cry for what? This is part of life. Okay, we will link up tomorrow. Thank you so much, my brother. My score for tomorrow is going to be 3-1 Chelsea Football Club. Mr. A.G. Haaland said, hey, bro, really? Lampard will be sacked? That's what people on Twitter want us to believe, but it's not. I'm not sure about it. Let's see the result tomorrow, and then we're going to know. Would you want Lampard here next season? Yes, definitely. Here next season, if he can take us to top 4. And in summer, we're going to have new players and the team is going to get stronger. So why not give him next season? Until the end of his contract, 3 years contract, I would like to have Frank Lampard. All right, guys. So I think no more questions. Thank you so much for sacrificing your sleep and all that to watch this live streaming. You know, it's still very early here in America, but in your country it could be like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I really appreciate your sacrifice and everything you're doing for the channel. See you tomorrow. God bless you. Always think outside the box. Yeah. Ogs out.